Hello and welcome. In the latest Inside the Vault, we got some more information on Sheepsquatch and the upcoming quest line Lying Low. Whilst researching this video, I also found some information connecting Sheepsquatch and Scorch Beasts. Now, we know this quest line can start in any train station, like the New Kushine quest line, through posters like this one. It can also be started in Lewisburg, which you can see in the background as I'm looking around. For a bit of background, before the war, Shelley Van Lowe put these posters up everywhere because her brother Calvin disappeared. It looks like she was convinced that Sheepsquatch was the one that killed her brother. Now, we don't know why she thought this, but we'll be picking up the role of a detective trying to solve this missing person case and finding out the origin of Sheepsquatch. I did look over Lewisburg but couldn't find where they could be putting in this quest, or any rooms like the one in the screenshot. But based on New Kushine, I'm going to assume they're going to put a door into one of the boarding buildings for us to enter, or possibly update the area a little. Now, we know Sheepsquatch has been around since before the war, so my theory on the Enclave creating Sheepsquatch seems to be disproved now. But we did get some important information. In the screenshots on the latest Inside the Vault they've released, we have a clearer view of the areas marked on the map, so I decided to go check these out. Just starting with a new vault that was added now, instead of a no texture placeholder, we have its number. We now know this is Vault 51. Not much else here at the moment, but I can definitely see it being involved going forwards. Now, if you go to the pig location on the map, according to the screenshot, around this area should be footprints. I couldn't find anything after searching this area, and I've got to say I'm a little disappointed. I would have loved if leading up to the release Bethesda dropped some footprints across Appalachia, especially in a place that they've released a picture of saying there are footprints. Now, next we have the space station that's circled and question marked. This area is somewhere that has kind of disappointed me since release. I mean, we do have aliens in the Fallout universe. We have at least two kinds of aliens in the universe, which I'm going to cover in another video, but there is basically nothing here. I think this is going to be a red herring unless after kidnapping Calvin, Sheepsquatch went to space and came crashing down with the space station, which, while I assume is pretty hilarious, I don't think is very likely. The board is made by a vault dweller as well, so we need to bear in mind it's potentially not going to be 100% accurate because, again, it looks like it's most likely going to be theory crafting from the vault dweller side. Now, if we hop over to the right of here, at this unmarked location is a little shack. Not much more of interest though. Potentially we'll find some evidence of Sheepsquatch here going forwards. Most of the other locations are like this. Nothing showing that could tie them to Sheepsquatch until the quest line comes out. Apart from the two big ones, starting with Arctos Farmer. This is basically confirmed as the underground area in the trailer for Wild Appalachia now, with it being spotted that the Arctos Farm symbol is in the background of that area. This makes sense because we've got this elevator in the front of Arctos that looks to be working, opens and closes, but doesn't have any buttons on the inside. Also, the inside being overgrown also makes sense. Arctos were experimenting on plants and animals. We even have some recipes for attracting and deterring creatures, as well as enhancing them and suppressing them, which currently you can't learn and they just sit in your inventory. These are just past a room that has protein sequences in that currently are useless and do nothing when interacted with, but I'm assuming we use these during the quest for Sheepsquatch. And the currently useless recipes will most likely be for the syringa, similar to the karma shop from what I can tell. Now, other than this, we do have some more lore in this building. Firstly, we have this terminal. Leaves are showing decreased chlorophyll. Browning, not just to the edges, but all the way to the stalk. I think we can say this one is a dud. I don't know if it isn't binding is due to the concentration of the distillate or an incompatible sequence. Wouldn't be so bad if we weren't all afraid of running the centrifuge, but after that accident last month, we've all been on edge. Unfortunately, it seems that the closest solution we've managed so far becomes volatile when at too great a concentration, as in explosively volatile. Luckily no one was hurt. No full-time staff anyway. We always have more interns. I can't believe I have to work on Memorial Day. Arctos isn't paying me enough for this. And we have this audio tape.
Test log 3-12-78-A14. Eyes appear glassy. Subject seems to be experiencing decreased blood pressure and heart rate. While this new solution appears to trigger a vasovagal response in subjects with a complementary DNA structure, no other reversal. Good. I don't know how much of the mutations we've seen are from radiation and what is from the compound we've been working on.
Now these are the link between Sheepsquatch and the Scorched. Arctos were experimenting with plants and animals. We even have some cages on the upper floors that are empty, and this was causing strange skin mutations and people's minds to degrade, creating the original Scorched. They accidentally mutated mushrooms that caused the Scorched Plague. This was left then dormant until the Enclave released them to gain access to the nukes and wiped out most of Appalachia. So the same process that created the Scorched and Scorched Beast created Sheepsquatch. Most likely the Megasloths came from here as well, just with them being covered in mushrooms. The last location of note is Westek. We know this place created supermutants, and some of the other cryptids like the Grafton Monster are failed supermutants. If these are connected like the map shows, then it makes sense that Westek was involved with them and leads more credibility to Arctos actually creating Sheepsquatch. Once we actually go down the elevator at Arctos, I'm betting we'll find the lore that shows this is where Sheepsquatch escaped from. What do you think about Sheepsquatch coming from Arctos and its connection to the Scorched? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.